Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special virtual session of the 2020 Gulf Business Awards. My name is Tom Urquhart and I'll be your MC for the event. So on behalf of all the team at Gulf Business and Motivate Media Group, thank you so much for being with us here today. Now, we know you're all very busy with work ahead of the holiday season at the moment. Yep, almost December already. So we're very grateful that you are able to take a little bit of time off from your busy schedules to join us. We would have loved to have hosted today's ceremony in person, but of course, due to health and safety precautions in the current COVID-19 climate, we've gone virtual this year. That being said, in what has been one of the roughest years in recent times, it is particularly important that we appreciate and also acknowledge the companies and also the individuals who've made a difference in the region's business landscape. Now, before we go any further, before we begin the ceremony, please join me in welcoming the Managing Partner, Group Editor of Motivate Media Group, Mr. Ian Fairservice, who will share a few words with us. Ian.
Thank you, Tom. Good day, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the 2020 Gulf Business Awards. The very fact that I'm speaking to you via a screen today demonstrates the very different world we are currently living in. 2020 will go down in the history books for numerous reasons. Few of them will be positive. It will forever be remembered as the year a tiny, vicious virus took the world by storm, forcing countries to impose lockdowns and close their borders, while dramatically altering the economic landscape across the entire world. 2021, we hope, holds a more optimistic outlook. Earlier this month, pharma giant Pfizer thrilled the markets when they announced that their vaccine for COVID-19 had recorded a 90% success rate in its trials. And with a new US president in Joe Biden taking over in January, we might also see some significant changes across the global stage. As ever, our talented editorial and videography teams, incidentally, the same people who are putting on this presentation for you today, have encapsulated the past 12 months in a short presentation. So, as we wait to see what will happen in 2021, hopefully all for the better, let's take a quick recap of the year that was in 2020. With the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, all of the region's governments sprang into action, enforcing lockdowns in March and bolstering their healthcare systems to cope with the impact of the virus. Collectively, they have offered billions in stimulus packages to support their respective economies during the crisis. The UAE undertook the world's first Phase 3 clinical trials of an inactivated vaccine to combat COVID-19, which was developed by Abu Dhabi-based G42 Healthcare and Sinopharm CNBG. Bahrain has also since joined the Sinopharm trial, while Saudi Arabia partnered with China's CanSino Biologics for a Phase 3 vaccine trial of their own. But while the pandemic has shaken the world order and awaits the rise of the so-called new normal, 2020 will also go down as the year when the Middle East heralded a new era of peace. The historic Abraham Accords, signed by the UAE and Bahrain to normalize relations with Israel, in return ensuring that further annexation of Palestinian territories is stopped, has ushered in a new age of hope. The UAE also hit another significant milestone this year when in August it became the first Arab nation to start producing nuclear power. When fully operational, the Barakah nuclear energy plant will produce 5.6 gigawatts of electricity, while preventing, in the process, the release of more than 21 million tons of carbon emissions a year. Another first came when the Emirates launched its first interplanetary mission to Mars. The Hope probe, launched in July, is expected to enter the orbit of the Red Planet next year to coincide with the Emirates' 2021 Golden Jubilee. 2020 was also groundbreaking for Saudi Arabia, with the kingdom taking on the presidency of the G20. The country has also played a key role in attempting to balance the oil market after US oil prices went into negative territory for the first time ever in April. In a landmark decision, the kingdom also increased its VAT rate from 5 to 15% from July to support its economy. In what has been a very tough year, Kuwait was downgraded for the first time by Moody's Investors Service, a decision the ratings agency said reflects the increase in the government's liquidity risks. The country also lost its 91-year-old emir, Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah, in September. He was considered a pioneer of cooperation and diplomacy in the region. The year also began on a sober note in Oman with the death of Sultan Qaboos bin Said in early January. The longest-serving Arab ruler, Sultan Qaboos, transformed Oman from a country with barely any paved roads into an independent nation with a strong economy. The new ruler, Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, has pledged to follow the same path as his predecessor. And moving to Bahrain, the country also mourned the loss of its Prime Minister, Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, earlier this month. Meanwhile, it remains under fiscal strain despite a $10 billion bailout package pledged by the UAE, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait in 2018. The GCC state, along with Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, have all tapped the debt markets this year to support their economies due to the oil price crash. Looking ahead, as 2021 dawns, preparations for Expo, set to be the biggest event in the region, will gather momentum in the UAE. And with the region walking the talk when it comes to digital transformation, the technological revolution is set to accelerate the pace of change across all industries and welcome a new tomorrow. One thing is certain, there will be few, if any, mourning the passing of 2020. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, and now I'll hand back to Tom for the awards. Enjoy.
Ian, thank you very much indeed for that. Yeah, we will certainly not be mourning the end of 2020, and hopefully we have something positive to look forward to in 2021. Now, before we proceed, please let me also take this opportunity, if I may, to thank all those who made this event possible. Gulf Business thanks our official sponsors for the event. Tradewin Middle East, thank you. Thanks also to all the team at Fortinet, Huawei, the University of Wollongong, Dubai, MENA Tech, and of course Jacobson's. Please join me in showing appreciation to each and every one of our supporters and sponsors. We thank you.
From raindrops in the wind to a rushing river, cultivating and transforming life as it flows. This is growth of smart connections. "5G is leading a wave of change. To enrich life in every way. Empowering businesses with next-level intelligence. Making everything simpler and more effortless. 5G is on, bringing ubiquitous connectivity. AI creates infinite possibilities, optimizes the way energy is consumed, makes operations and maintenance easier. Inclusive AI enables pervasive intelligence. Innovation will take life experiences to a whole new level. Connecting the unconnected, bridging the digital divide, realizing the unimaginable by erasing all boundaries, taking business growth to new heights. Now, it's the time to take the helm. Together, let's seize new opportunities to create a better future. Bringing digital to every person, home, and organization. For a fully connected, intelligent world.
Tradewin operates 20 offices across 4 continents with clients in over 30 countries. Our international presence enables us to work with clients at both ends of the transaction and provide them with local market insights and on-the-ground support in their own language. Our multicultural teams have commercial and legal expertise and years of experience delivering trade finance solutions. We are Intelligent Trade Finance. Join the Tradewin Global Network today.
The Fortinet Security Fabric, enabling digital innovation with the broadest end-to-end cybersecurity platform. It all starts with network security and the #1 next-generation firewall and secure SD-WAN solutions in the world. Secure and accelerate the network and user experience. Secure Wi-Fi and switching access. Extend security to the access layer. Network access. Know and control who and what is on the network. Fabric Management Center. Centralize management and automate workflows with a single console. Open Fabric Ecosystem. Seamless partner integrations for end-to-end interoperability. Cloud infrastructure. Protect and control the entire infrastructure across multi-cloud environments. Applications. Protect business-critical applications from web to mail and prevent advanced threats. Security operations. Automatically prevent, detect, and respond to cyber threats. Endpoint. Protect users and devices on and off the network. The Fortinet Security Fabric. Broad, integrated, automated. From the #1 cybersecurity company in the world.
Now, before we make a start with the awards proper, I'd also like to take this opportunity, if I may, to thank our panel of esteemed judges. Thanks go to Habib Al-Mulla, the Executive Chairman of Baker & McKenzie, Habib Al-Mulla. Thanks also to Mona Ataya, the CEO and the founder of mumsworld.com. John Martin St. Valerie, the Chairman of the British Business Group, Dubai and Northern Emirates, we thank you. Ian Fairservice, the Managing Partner and Group Editor-in-Chief of Motivate. And also Andrew Wingrove, Group Director, Motivate Media Group. Please join me, if you would, in thanking each and every one of our judges for their time and their deliberations. We also have a very special message from them this year. So, without further ado, let's take a look.
It was an honour this year to be invited to judge the Gulf Business Awards. The companies involved have been quite remarkable in the way that they've adapted to the new working normals, and it gave me a chance on behalf of British Business Group, Dubai and Northern Emirates to be able to look at these companies and actually compare them with some of our own members that have adapted during these very strange or extraordinary times this year. I've been quite humbled by the way these businesses have presented themselves, and it's been a very difficult coming to the final decision as to who picks up this prestigious award. But thank you again and well done.
2020 has been a very difficult year. Everyone was having great hopes. For us as judges, it was difficult for us to rate that businesses have been suffered severely. So we had to take all that into consideration when we were doing our ratings. Yet, I believe the region and the global economy is going to recover. It will take time, but I believe with the commitment that the businesses have taken, with the vision that they have, plus with the continuous support that the governments in the region has shown to businesses, the future is bright and every business is going to recover from the situation.
Let's be honest, most of us have no experience of working in a pandemic-driven economic crisis that we find ourselves in. We've had to establish new ways of working and find out what the new normal looks like. Judging the awards this year has been an insightful one. We have seen traditional heavyweights innovate rather rapidly, while smaller challenges have sprouted to the new opportunities. Business leaders have encouraged us with their bold decisions, and disruptors are all set to revolutionise the future. Gulf Business is honoured to be honouring amazing businesses from within the region, and we look forward to a successful, ever-growing, ever-expanding business in the future and continuing to support you on your journey.
Time now to begin the session with the first award, honouring an individual who has quite literally helped Dubai soar to brand new heights. The winner of the 2020 Gulf Business Lifetime Achievement Award is someone who joined Emirates Airline founding team back in 1985 as the head of airline planning, went on to become its president back in 2003. That he's been instrumental in transforming Emirates to become the world's largest international airline, which now flies to over 150 destinations across the world. Prior to Emirates, built his reputation as a talented route planner at Gulf Air, also held position of managing director at Sri Lankan Airlines until 2008. As a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society, stalwart of the regional aviation industry, also holds an honorary doctorate from the University of Middlesex and an honorary degree from the Newcastle Business School at Northumbria University. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have, I'm sure, rightly guessed, the winner of the Gulf Business Lifetime Achievement Award 2020 goes to Sir Tim Clark.
Enormous pleasure in this week with Emirates Airline celebrating its 35th anniversary to present the President of Emirates Airline, Sir Tim Clark, with the Gulf Business Magazine Lifetime Achievement Award for 2020. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, Ian. Greatly appreciate receiving this award. It's, as you rightly say, it's been 35 years since we started the airline. 1985 was our first flight, October the 25th to be precise, and it's been an interesting journey, and it's been a hugely successful one, driven by all the people in the business who have worked so hard to get us where we are today. Unfortunately, we are in a pandemic situation, but the airline is still managing to keep its head above water and operate a very, very robust network. So hopefully we can get this going again to the levels that it used to be in the next 6 to 9 months. So, but once again, thanks very much for this. I take it on behalf of all the people in Emirates who have worked so hard in the last 35 years to get us where we are. Thanks very much.
So, congratulations to all the winners of this year's Gulf Business Awards, and of course especially to Tim, to you, Tim, for your well-deserved Lifetime Achievement Award. So, Tim, congratulations, and I wish you a long and happy life. And now I thought I'd let you know that I am in Dubai for a few weeks, for all the way up to Christmas, during which those creative types at Motivate Talent has the opportunity to arrange a more face-to-face, informative and funny talks with me on subjects from creativity through management and also through how to skin an ocelot, which I'm a world expert on. And the nice thing about these talks is that we always have a Q&A afterwards, and that's always fun.
Congratulations again to you, Sir Tim. Well done indeed. We're now going to announce the winners of the Company of the Year and the Business Leader of the Year categories across various industries. We'll also reveal the recipients of our Business Excellence Awards proper. And then, of course, we'll reveal the winners of two very important awards later on. The overall Gulf Business Company of the Year and the Gulf Business Leader of the Years. These are our highest accolades, and the winners have been selected from the industry category winners. So if you've won an award, ensure that you stay tuned to find out whether you have been named as our rather prestigious 2020 Company or Business Leader of the Year. That's come a little later on. Okay, onward, and we now begin with our first industry award, the Banking Company of the Year. Now, on the back of the regulatory reforms, consolidation, technological investments and omni-channel approaches, the regional banking ecosystem has seen some seismic changes in recent years, and yet it has remained resilient, with these players standing tall from their performances in the last 12 months. Let's have a look then at our shortlist, and it is Emirates NBD, First Abu Dhabi Bank, Mashreq Bank, National Commercial Bank, RAK Bank. Some seriously big hitters listed there, and all worthy of praise, but the company going home with the award. The first award of the evening goes to First Abu Dhabi Bank. Congratulations then to First Abu Dhabi Bank for winning the first award of the evening. Let's stay with the finance sector now, if we may, and this year has also been instrumental in bringing to the fore the importance of investing correctly and right. Hence, Gulf Business has introduced a brand new category this year. It's the Investment Company of the Year award to acknowledge the players making a real difference in this particular financial space. Let's have a look then at the shortlist, and the shortlist includes Century Financial, Al-Mal Capital, Shua Capital, Alpen Capital, Barclay Assets. The winner then of this first of its kind award at the Gulf Business Awards goes to Century Financial. Well done to all the team at Century Financial for picking up the award. Next up, it's the Energy Company of the Year award. So what is this? This is another sector that has seen dramatic shifts in recent times, with the price of oil touching negative territory for the very first time in 2020. Regional energy sector has really needed to quickly pivot and adjust and adapt. Let's have a look at who did that best in the eyes of the judges. The shortlist is Saudi Aramco, ACWA Power, ENIC, Masdar, GE Power. Now, with many of those companies making some bold moves, it's not been an easy decision to choose the winner in this category. But our 2020 Energy Company of the Year is GE Power. Next up, we move on to the Healthcare Company of the Year award. Now, as we well know, the pandemic this year has thrust healthcare providers into the spotlight like never before, and all frontline workers everywhere across the world deserve to be applauded for their extraordinary dedication and service. These are the shortlisted companies. They are Aster DM Healthcare, Mediclinic Middle East, Thumbai Group, Abu Dhabi Health Services Company, or SEHA, and VPS Healthcare. And I can tell you that the award goes to SEHA, the Abu Dhabi Health Services Company. Congratulations to them, and well deserved. Okay, next up we turn our attention to a sector that really is integral to this region. I talk, of course, of real estate. And while the regional property market has been hit hard by the crisis in 2020, developers across the GCC have looked to find some gaps in the market and to seize those new opportunities. So these are the companies that we feel made it to the shortlist for the Real Estate Company of the Year for 2020. And they are Aldar, Neom, Danube Properties, Nikhil, Seven Tides. Now, before we unveil the winner, just let me tell you that this was an extremely close category to judge, but there can only be one winner, as they say. And the company taking the plaudits, taking the trophy, taking the award this year is Danube Properties. Well done to all the team at Danube. Congratulations to them. Every category is competitive. This one is highly competitive. It is the Retail Company of the Year. As you well know, the pandemic has dramatically altered the landscape for retail operators. E-commerce players now rivaling the traditional bricks and mortar players as consumers increasingly turn online for their shopping needs. The companies that have stood out this year and made it onto the shortlist are Majid Al Futtaim, Souk Amazon, Noon.com, Ahmed Siddiqui and Sons, Spinneys. So, in order to shine in this rather competitive, you needed to be well-deserved. And time now to reveal to you the well-deserved winner of the Retail Company of the Year for 2020 goes to Ahmed Siddiqui and Sons. Congratulations to all the team there, richly deserved. Okay, we're now going to rewind, if we may, for 9 months. Easier to do virtually than live. If we were in a packed room and I asked everyone who travelled in the past month to raise their hands, well, everyone would, wouldn't they? There wouldn't be any hands down. Today, that question would likely get the opposite response. The travel industry has been hit hard. Well, that's an understatement. And yet it is the transport and logistics sector that really has provided the world with some essential medical and food supplies and ensured that there are no shortages. For the Transport and Logistics Company of the Year, let's now have a look at your nominees. And they are the UAE Space Agency, the RTA, Air Arabia Abu Dhabi, Emirates Sky Cargo, Etihad Rail. The 2020 winner of this award is, you guessed it, Emirates Sky Cargo. Congratulations to all the team there and all the team at the Emirates Group. Along with travel, another sector that has been really adversely affected by the coronavirus pandemic has, of course, been tourism. And yet hospitality operators across the whole of the region have found some rather innovative ways to survive this rough patch. Next award is for the highly competitive category of Tourism and Hospitality Company of the Year. Let's have a look at your shortlist then for this particular category, and it reads like this. Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, Ras Al Khaimah Tourism and Development Authority, Accor, Rove Hotels, and Radisson Hotels. Okay, the award though, who does the award go to? Well, the award goes to RAK TDA, richly deserved, well deserved. Congratulations to RAK and all the team up there for their hard work. Okay, so of all the industries out there is one industry that we feel deserves some rather special recognition this year. Guessed it? It's technology. Why? Well, from enabling remote working, online learning, to ensuring that we stay connected to our loved ones despite any distances, technological innovations have helped us to cope with the crisis in the way that we would never have thought possible, even some years ago, let alone a few months ago. Hence, it's only fitting that we introduce not just one Company of the Year award within this particular category, but 3. Let's start with the Consumer Tech Company of the Year award. The nominees for this particular category are Oppo, Samsung, HP, Huawei, Lenovo. Look, close one to call, but there is a winner. And this year's accolade goes to Oppo. And well done to all the team there, richly deserved. The second award in this particular category looks at emerging technology, one area which is receiving greater traction across the public and the private sector in this particular region. Shortlist for the Emerging Tech Company of the Year are G42, China Terminus, Dubai Future Labs, Mohammed bin Zayed University of AI, and Micro Focus. The winner in this category, though, is Micro Focus. Well done to all the team at Micro Focus. Congratulations to them. And now the third and the final category within this category, if you know what I mean. It is the Award for Digital Transformation. Once considered niche, if you like, digital transformation has now become ubiquitous across all industries, especially right here in this region. So let's have a look at who shone for the judges. Nominees for this award include Huawei Enterprise Solutions, Injazat Data Systems, Orange Business Services, Evotech, and Datamina. So who is it? The company collecting the data, collecting the business, collecting the award for 2020 goes to Huawei Enterprise Solutions. Right, forgive me in advance because I'm going to make things a bit personal now as we start making things a little bit more personal as we honour the individuals who we feel have had a huge impact on the regional business landscape over the past 12 months. Now, this might be the executives, the chairpersons, the MDs, the presidents, all who have fiercely faced the crisis and made a difference. So let's start off, if we can, with the Banking Business Leader of the Year. So the nominees in this category are Shane Nelson, the CEO of Emirates NBD, Andre Seg, the CEO of First Abu Dhabi Bank, Dr. Adnan Chilwan, the CEO of Dubai Islamic Bank, Lubna Olyan, the chairperson of the Saudi British Bank, SAB, His Excellency Abdulaziz Al Ghurair, the chairman of Mashreq. So look, all these nominees deserve extraordinary recognition and high praise, but emerging as the winner of the 2020 Banking Business Leader of the Year goes to Abdulaziz Al Ghurair, the chairman of Mashreq. So next up is the award that honours the Energy Business Leader of the Year. Shall we have a look at your shortlist? The shortlist is this. Amin Nasser, the President and the CEO of Saudi Aramco. Saif Hamed Al Falasi, the CEO of ENOC. Mohammed Al Hamadi, the CEO of Emirates Nuclear Energy Corporation. Mohammed Jamil Al Ramahi, the CEO of Mazda. Jassim Hussain Thabit, the CEO and the MD of TAQA. Another who's who list of industry leaders, but who is our Energy Business Leader of the Year? Well, I can tell you the winner and the recipient is the CEO of Mazda, Mohammed Jamil Al Ramahi. Next award recognises the Healthcare Business Leader of the Year. Here's your shortlist then. We've got David Hadley. David's the CEO of Mediclinic. Dr. Thumbai Muaideen, the founder and the president of the Thumbai Group. Dr. Azad Mupin, founder, chairman, managing director of Asta DM Healthcare. Dr. Shamshir Vailil, the chairman and the managing director of VPS Healthcare. Dr. Rakesh Suri, the CEO of Cleveland Clinic in Abu Dhabi. Right, who's your winner? Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our Healthcare Business Leader of the Year. And that goes to David Hadley, the CEO of Mediclinic Middle East. Onwards and on to real estate, the Real Estate Business Leader of the Year. No shortage of individuals to choose. Who made it onto the shortlist? Well, we have His Excellency Mohammed Al Abadi, Chairman of EMA. Fahad Azizi, the CEO of Azizi. Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi, the chairman of Arada. Arif Mubarak, the CEO of Dubai Asset Management. And Atif Rahman, the director and the partner of Danube Properties. Congratulations in advance to our winner in this category, and that winner is Arif Mubarak, the CEO of Dubai Asset Management. Congratulations to you. Okay, time now to reveal the much anticipated Retail Business Leader of the Year. No shortage of competition. Let's have a look who made it onto the Who's Who list this year. And the nominees are Yusuf Ali Eme, the Chairman and the Managing Director of the Lulu Group. Alan Bejani, the CEO of Majid Al Futtaim Group. Ronaldo Mushawa, the co-founder of Souk and Vice President of Amazon MENA. Mohammed Alaba, the founder of Noon.com. And Rajiv Warrior, the CEO of GCC Choitrums. Look, as we mentioned earlier, retail close. This one, another incredibly close category, but as the saying goes, there can only be one. And it's my privilege to tell you that our Retail Business Leader of 2020 goes to Alan Bejani, the CEO of Majid Al Futtaim Group. Congratulations, Alan. Well done to you. Okay, staying personal, looking at the individuals. Transport and Logistics Business Leader of the Year is up next. And this is the Who's Who. This is your shortlist. They are Bashar Rabaid, the CEO of Aramex. Dr. Mohammed Nasser Al-Hababi, the Director General of the UAE Space Agency. Mudassir Shekhar, the CEO and the co-founder of Careem. Ahmed Al-Mutawa, the CEO of Abu Dhabi Terminals. And Jay Walder, the CEO of Virgin Hyperloop. Okay, who is your winner? Well, I can tell you, as we put you out of your anticipation, the winner on this occasion is the CEO and the co-founder of Careem, Mudassir Shekhar. Next up is the award for the Tourism and Hospitality Leader of the Year. So these are your shortlisted nominees. They are Issam Kazim, who is the CEO of the DCTCM. Mohammed Khalifa Al Mubarak, the Chairman and Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi. Amar Amadani, the CEO of the Royal Commission for Alula. Guy Hutchinson, who's the CEO and the President of Rotana. And Kavok Deldelian, CEO of Middle East and Africa, Millennium Hotels and Resorts. Okay. Who are we putting our hands together for? Well, we can tell you that the winner of the 2020 Tourism and Hospitality Leader of the Year award goes to Mohammed Khalifa Al Mubarak, the Chairman of the Department of Culture and Tourism, Abu Dhabi. Congratulations to you. So, on to our final category within this particular section, a category that recognises the Technology Business Leader of the Year. Let's have a look at the shortlist, shall we? And the shortlist includes Samar Abu Latif, the President of the Microsoft Middle East and Africa. Takreem El Tahami, the General Manager, IBM Middle East and Africa. Leopoldo Boado, the Senior Vice President of Business Applications for Eastern and Central Europe and the MEA region at Oracle. Mohammed Amin, the Senior Vice President, Middle East, Russia, Africa and Turkey at Dell Technologies. Reem Assad, the Vice President, Middle East and Africa at Cisco. Well done to all those nominees. However, there has to be a winner, and the winner taking the trophy, taking the accolades, taking the award is Leopoldo Boado, the Senior Vice President, Business Applications for Eastern Central Europe, MEA at Oracle. Well done to you, Leopoldo. Congratulations. Big congratulations to you and to all of our individual winners. So, as we mentioned at the very start, all the winners, do stay tuned to find out if you have won the big ones, the Gulf Business 2020 Company of the Year, but also the Business Leader of the Year awards. Next up though, we're now moving on to the business excellence categories, if you like, where we have 3 new categories in recognition of the major trends that we've seen in regional economies. Let's start things with the Sustainability Company of the Year award. The importance given to the environment and the adoption of green technologies has been in greater focus as we struggle to ensure that we pass on a habitable planet to our future generations. With regional governments and corporations investing heavily in going green, Gulf Business would like to champion some of the organisations taking the lead. Shortlist for this particular category includes Majid Al Futtaim for its plans to phase out single-use plastics across its operations by 2025. Etihad Airways for introducing the Greenliner and committing to a minimum target of 0 net carbon emissions by 2050. The Abu Dhabi Department of Energy and Abu Dhabi Global Market for their Green Bond Accelerator Initiative and Green Bonds Strategy. Acciona for creating the most energy efficient electric car in the world, which also participated in the Saudi Dakar Rally. And Kareem Bikes for introducing a cleaner public transport option. But there can only be one winner amongst all those great shortlisted initiatives. And the winner today is Kareem Bikes. Congratulations to all the team at Kareem. Now, as we all know, innovation is at the very heart of the new economy. The disruptors out there in the industry and those that are revolutionising the way that any industry functions these days. So let's have a look at the nominees for what we're calling the Disruptor of the Year for 2020. And they are Rain, which is the first cryptocurrency platform to have received a regulatory license right here in the region. Anglo Gulf Trade Bank, a fully digital corporate trade bank. Kafu, the region's first on-demand fuel delivery app. Pure Harvest Smart Farms, a sustainable agricultural business focused on the production of greenhouse fruits and vegetables. Okadoc, by health tech firm that offers instant doctor appointments online. Again, I think that wherever you are in the world, all of us will agree that these are all pioneers deserving a huge round of applause. If we were in one room, we'd do it together, but we'll have to do it virtually. So, 1, 2, 3, virtual round of applause for all those initiatives. Congratulations to each and every one of those nominees just for getting onto the list in the first place. But there can only be one winner, and the winner of this particular category, the disruptor of disruptors out there in the market at the moment is Kafu. Well done to all the team at Kafu. Congratulations to them. Now look, just before we disclose the third and final new category this year, we'd also like to reveal the winner of the SME of the Year award, which this year was chosen a little bit differently, if you like. As you're probably all aware, Motivate Media Group ran a $1 million campaign called SME Revival. Why? To support small businesses during this crisis, by offering them free marketing and free advertising support. Now look, while we received several entries and 20 were chosen as the final recipients, you can see their details on the Gulf Business website. The SME though that scored the most points from the panellists overall has been decided as our 2020 Gulf Business SME of the Year. So, no need for a nominees list. Please just put your hands together for our winner. The UAE-based insurance and HR technology startup Bayzat. Congratulations to all of the team there for their hard work, which of course is paying off in abundance at the moment. Well done to them. Okay, next up, it's time for us to take a moment to honour the region's women leaders for their outstanding achievement and their commitment to inspire more female participation in the economy. Nominees then for our 2020 Businesswoman of the Year award are these. Sarah Al Sahami, the chairperson of Tadawul. Amna Al Awais, the chief registrar at the DIFC courts. The Emirati filmmaker Naila Al-Khaja, Al-Yazia Al-Kuwaiti, the Executive Director for Upstream and Integrated Sectors at Mubadala Investment Company, Hind Abdul Hamid Siddiqui, the Director General of Dubai Watch Week and the Chief Marketing and Communications Officer at Siddiqui Holding. Again, look, they are all role models and are playing a huge role themselves in increasing gender equality right here in the region, for which they should all be applauded tonight. But as with all these categories, there can be only one winner, and after much deliberation, I can tell you that the winner is the award-winning Naila Al-Khaja. Well done, Naila. Congratulations to you, richly deserved. Right, we are. Now we come to our third and final new category introduced this year. Now look, if 2020 will be remembered for one thing, it most certainly be the COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately. And yet, while the coronavirus pandemic has, I think you'll all agree, wreaked havoc across the entire world, it's also brought out the very best in many of us as organisations embrace the spirit of collaboration and went out of their way to help others. Our COVID-19 Heroes Award recognises just some of the millions of individuals, organisations and companies that have made a significant difference during this difficult year and really have gone above and beyond towards helping others. On then to our shortlist for this very special award category, and they are MAN for its Together We Are Good campaign, the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives for its 10 million meals campaign, Burj Khalifa for its World's Tallest Donation Box initiative, Abdullah Al Ghurair Foundation for Education for the COVID-19 Online Learning Emergency Fund, Al-Waleed Philanthropies for pledging $30 million to fight COVID-19. No, as we mentioned, there are probably countless others who've made a huge difference this year. And look, we salute all those unnamed heroes out there. And choosing just one of the category above, just one of the list, was rather tough, as you can well imagine. Hence, we're very pleased to present the 2020 very special COVID-19 Heroes Award to all of our esteemed nominees. So, without further ado, congratulations to each of the aforementioned, and please give them a big round of applause. Well done, you all. Almost there, but not quite done yet. We've still got the matter of announcing our overall company and overall business leaders of the year. 2 awards presented to those who've received the best overall collaborative score from the judging panel from preceding awards. So without further ado, first up, let's go to the Gulf Business Company of the Year award. I know you're all waiting to hear who it is. Look, if there's one thing this year has taught us, it is that technology and innovation is completely transforming the way that we go about our lives, the way that we live, the work and learn. 2020 Company of the Year, we feel, exemplifies exactly that message. So this Dubai-born startup, which was established in November 2018, launched the MENA region's first ever on-demand car services using AI technology. Its services, which range from refueling to car washing and maintenance, are now offered across the whole of the UAE, with plans to expand into Oman and Egypt. Earlier this year, following the coronavirus outbreak, the company itself also adopted a free delivery model right here in the UAE, thanks to which, between April and July, it witnessed a 75% increase in active monthly users. Quite extraordinary. With its motto of simplifying life for consumers, saving them time, the company that's bagged the 2020 Gulf Business Company of the Year award is, you guessed it, CAFU. Congratulations to all the team at CAFU. Well done to them, richly deserved, and we thank them for all that they've done. And so, my friends, on to the final awards. So to the Gulf Business Business Leader of the Year Award 2020. Again, selected from all of the above categories. So what can I tell you about the winner that you don't know already? Well, our winner's been playing a critical role this year, even as the strain on the healthcare system has increased day on day exponentially. Having joined the international healthcare firm Mediclinic Group in 1993, our winner worked in a variety of administrative roles before being seconded to Dubai back in 2007. Why? To oversee the opening of Mediclinic City Hospital. Appointed as the CEO of Mediclinic Middle East in 2009, he now oversees the company's 7 hospitals and 20 clinics with over 900 inpatient beds right here in the UAE. As the company prepares to expand into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but there's absolutely no doubt that this executive will soon have a much larger role to play. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you have already, but please put those virtual hands together one final time. Join me and us all here in congratulating our 2020 Gulf Business Leader of the Year. David Hadley, the CEO of Mediclinic Middle East. David, congratulations, richly deserved, and well done to you. And so, my friends, with that, we end today's virtual programme. On behalf of our dear host, Mr. Ian Fairservice, the Motivate Media Group, and all the Gulf Business team, I'd again like to congratulate all of our award winners. Listen, all the details about the winners will be online at gulfbusiness.com, and we'll also have coverage of the event in, of course, the December issue of Gulf Business. Now, before we depart and before we part ways, I'd just like to again thank our sponsors, without whom this would not be possible. Tradewind Middle East, we thank you. Fortinet, thank you. Huawei, thanks. University of Wollongong in Dubai, cheers. Minatech, thank you very much. And of course our friends at Jacobson's. Thank you all for being here with us. I wish you all a successful year ahead. And fingers crossed, we'll be able to meet in the same room, round about the same time next year. Until then, goodbye.